I knew it was going to be a tough month for us, and I knew that I probably wouldn't be smiling at the beginning of this episode, but we need to put things right. So let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to the Liberty Stadium in Swansea. And if you are a first-time visitor, then why not subscribe, like, watch and comment and help the channel to grow and help us to support the very worthwhile cause you can see scrolling above. If you've been following, we've been on a high, but things have taken a turn for the worst and we find ourselves now in 10th in the Premier League. And we have a game coming up against Bayer Leverkusen away, and we need to put things right. The mid-table in the Premier League is looking a little bit bunched there. And but first, some news. We've got some news on what our youth intake might be like, and we have one good goalkeeper, possibly a good forward, a couple of good wingers, and a good central midfielder. It looks like it might be a good youth intake. But that's by the by, and for the future, when you were last with us, you saw us have that absolutely phenomenal 10-0 win against Banik Ostrava, but that was followed by a 0-0 draw away at Manchester City. We should have won that game, and unfortunately we didn't. And then Arsenal, another very difficult fixture. We have five difficult fixtures, one after the other, and Arsenal took the lead on 30 minutes. We were pretty much outplayed by Arsenal, as we expected to be, but Kraft, who is complaining about not getting enough game time and wants to go out on loan, he crossed in and Satriano headed in via a goalkeeping error, may I say. And we kept going, but unfortunately in the 84th minute, Arsenal scored the winner, and it meant that we had lost the game by 2-1. And against Osijek in the Euro Cup 2, we managed a 4-0 home victory, very, very comprehensive victory in the end. And then we beat Wolves 4-1. And then Chelsea came and beat us by 1-0. We were outplayed. The scoreline doesn't reflect the story of the game. And Liverpool, Clinton Matter, we gave away a penalty in the 3rd minute, and then Clinton Matter got sent off. We were never in the game against Liverpool. Against Bayer Leverkusen, we are 3 points clear with a huge goal difference, but I'm not quite sure about the rules. If we look at the table, if I can find it, yeah, there it is. If we look at the table, you'd think that 3 points clear with a goal 22 difference in the goal difference, that we should have already qualified. They're not going to turn. They're not going to beat us 23-0. But I'm not sure of the rules. I think we might have to have a look at the rules here, because it might go on the head-to-head. I can't see anything yet. But there you go. Goal difference is if the teams are equal, results between teams first and then goal difference. So if Bayer Leverkusen beat us and tie with us on points, then we will be in 2nd place and not first. So we need to get at least a point against Bayer Leverkusen. And that worries me, because once again I'm having to rotate the team a great deal. And I do feel that's a little unfair. Goal difference should count before the head-to-head. But that's the way the competition is. That's the way we've got to play the game. And so we go into this game needing to get a point. And I've rotated the team a lot. Clinton Matter, having been sent off, will get rested from the Premier League. So he plays. Cabango gets a game. House and Manning at the back. Downs, Grimes and Maggio come in, and Satriano, Hojek and Delap will play up front. And so a point is all we need against Bayer Leverkusen. We're going to go a little bit more attacking, but not too much. We're going to start with a very standard mentality. We're not going to go gung-ho. against Bayer away. And we're just going to see how the game pans out. And good luck to the Swans. And a good point here, or a victory, will mean we top the group, which will give us an easier opportunity in the first knockout stage. And so the game is underway. And although we have had the majority of the possession, we haven't created any chances as yet. And 16 minutes now are gone, and here come Leverkusen. But we've stolen the ball, and that's a good ball out. He finds Delap. Delap is charging up the left-hand side. And Delap, he stops, looks around, and there's ball over to Maggio. Maggio has found Hošek, but he's gone wide. But he scored! He has somehow managed to sneak that in from the tightest of angles. What a goal that was. And I'll be very interested to see that again. Delap's ball found Maggio, who found Hošek, who went round the goalkeeper. And from an impossible angle, Hošek managed to put it into the far post. Goalkeeper's got to be at fault there. A perfect start for Swansea. It's Bayer Leverkusen 0, Swansea 1. And that couldn't be a better opening to the game. And Grimes has a corner. He fires in the corner, but that's headed away. And here come Leverkusen on the counter-attack. And they are driving up the centre of the pitch. And that's a good ball, but beautiful covering back by Courtney House. And tidies up the danger. And we play the ball out. But again, it's a little bit rushed. And Leverkusen playing at pace. They're breaking forward, and they have a chance, and it is 1-1. And after 20 minutes, Leverkusen have equalised. It is now Bayer Leverkusen 1, Swansea 1, and I do believe, though, that was offside. So we've been given a lifeline, and we need to learn from that. And I think what I might do is just probably in a second after this highlight, I might reduce the tempo a little bit. It's all a little bit frantic, and we just need to calm down, start passing the ball around. But here come Leverkusen again, and he's found space and driving up the left. We need to turn him around now, and he whips past the fullback, and there's a cross, and that's headed over the bar. And the video quality, I'm afraid, is not great, and I'm not quite sure why. This is, I think possibly my computer hasn't had a rest for a long time. But Leverkusen have a free kick, and that's fired into space. And here they come again, and they look dangerous down that left. And he turns. At last we've remembered to turn him. And he actually finds Weiss on the far side, and there's a cross, and it's cleared. We are still 1-0 up, but I think we have given away a penalty. And we've given away, I think, 3 penalties in the last 4 games. This is not good, and we need to have a word with them about tackling them in the box. And it is now Bayer Leverkusen 1, Swansea 1. We are still topping the group at this point, but we cannot afford to go behind. A nice tidy penalty. Fischer had absolutely no chance. Stankovic, I mean. This is Stankovic competition, and he plays in goal in the Euro 2 Cup. And he will probably play in the FA Cup as well. He deserves his chance. We don't want to lose him. He's a good prospect for the future. And really, my job is survival in the Premier League, not to be winning these competitions. We'll go as far as we can, but really, survival in the Prem is what I want to do. And although we are playing quite well, Bayer are more and more coming into this game, and that's easily tidied up by House. Downs, Maggio, he finds Delap, all the way back to Cabango. And I do apologise for the video quality, I'm not quite sure why it's behaving like this. But Leverkusen have robbed us of the ball. And they are going to look to build again from the back. And passing it around now nicely in midfield, but we've intercepted it, and here is Grimes. Grimes is looking for Hošek, and that could have been That could have been a vital, vital moment in this game, but he put it wide, and it is still 1-1 as we come up to the last 5 minutes before the break. And Leverkusen now bringing it forward. This is a very frantic, high-tempo game, and Swansea have intercepted. And Manning, he finds House, and Downs has been robbed. And here come Leverkusen, and Leverkusen are in space down the left, and they are in the clear, and he should score, and that's a brilliant save by Stankovic. Absolutely super save, justifying his selection. He is going to be a very good goalkeeper, Stankovic. There is a lot of interest in him, and we want to play him a little bit now, so he feels part of the squad, and he won't want to leave. And we're just going to tell him, you're doing okay, but you can do better. Let's hold on to this point, and we'll win the group. And that will be a sensational effort by the boys. And Bayer, though, are on the attack once again. They are a very dangerous team. And here's a cross into the middle and headed over the bar. And we do have to be very, very wary. I'm going to make some changes. I'm really not quite sure what to do yet. Let's play out this highlight and we'll have a think. As Hojek finds Manning finds Satriano, and here's Hojek, and he should have scored again, but he was offside. Thankfully, that doesn't go down as a dreadful miss. He was offside. They are attacking a lot down the left-hand side. We're going to, I think, probably put our fullbacks on support duty rather than attack duty. It's for them to win the game, not for us to lose the game. And they are coming forward again. It is a very, very even contest, very high tempo, end-to-end almost contest. And at the moment, it's even Stevens at 1-1. But here come Leverkusen down the left again. And this time, no, it's hit the post. And we've cleared it off the line. And here is Satriano. But the highlight comes to an end. We are in this game only by the skin of our teeth at the moment. And Bayer have a free kick. And they are looking to play it out. Delat tries to win the ball but fails. And here come Bayer again. And it's not working out at the moment. We really need to do something, I think, as Bayer come forward, and they've made some space down the left, and there's a cross into the box, but it's too long, and they still have the ball. They're going to swing the cross back into the middle. Here's a chance, and he's being closed down, but they still are bursting forward, and again they're breaking down the wings, and they're looking to put a cross in, and headed clear. Good defensive work by our centre-backs, but they are still banging on our door. And I do sense something is going to give in a moment, and this might not be our day as they break down the left again. We turn him this time, but here is a chance, and it's played out to the right this time. They really are looking to stretch us from side to side, and I think there's something is going to give in a minute, but it's a good clearance, and oh, they have finally broken our defensive resolve, and I did sense something was coming, and now we need to get back into this game. There are 30 minutes left, and we need to do something to get back into this game. It was coming, there's no doubt about it. Good defensive work, but it broke to the edge of the area, and it was fired in. And I think we're going to go a little bit more attacking now. We have to take the game to them. We're going to try to get that goal back. At the moment, we are still qualified, but we're still just second in the table. And there was a chance, and he should again have scored. Maybe it's not going to be our day, but we're not going to give up. We're going to keep fighting. I find this unfair that goal difference is not going to count first, because we've absolutely blown the group away, and superior goal difference should be more important than head-to-head. And Maggio finds Grimes out to House. Courtney House is driving forward. He's looking for Satriano back to House, to Downs. And that's a good ball over the top for Satriano! It is now Bayer Leverkusen 2, Swansea 2. We are back in the game. And going attacking was probably the correct decision. We needed to get that goal. We had to attack them. 2-1 was no good to us. And what a lovely ball over the top. And Satriano just side-footed it past the goalkeeper into the corner. And it is Bayer Leverkusen 2, Swansea 2. We are into the last 15 minutes. And Bayer have a corner. And there comes in the corner, and that is a chance, but it's headed away and then hoofed up the field to Satriano. Satriano, can he break forward? Can we score on the counter? Satriano's looking inside. That's a beautiful crossfield ball. And here's Vitinha. Vitinha has a chance, and he hits it straight at the goalkeeper. And it remains 2-2. And this is getting more and more intense as the game goes along. 5 minutes to go, and Bayer Leverkusen have a free kick. And that's fired in, and that's headed over the bar. And it remains 2-2. What a game this has been. Unfortunately, the video quality has not been the greatest for you guys, and I do apologise. We'll try and sort that out. And Swansea have a throw, and we are looking for one last effort. And here comes Augustinsson. Augustinsson, and the goalkeeper's made a terrible error, and we have gone into the lead. It is Bayern Leverkusen 2, Swansea 3. I'm getting so excited here. I don't know what I am saying. And there is just a minute left, and we have taken the lead. Levitt put in Augustinsson, and the goalkeeper made an absolute hash of that and has pretty much gifted the game to Swansea. And we are top of the group, top of the world. And now we have work to do in the Premier League, but we can reflect in the glory of winning our group against all the odds. Bayer were red-hot favourites. We were never given a chance of winning the group, and we have done that. And as the ball is cleared and Augustinsson picks it up, he finds House to Augustinsson, but we've been robbed. Have Bayer got one more thing left in their locker as they look to break? And there's a ball into the centre, and there is a chance, and he's fired it wide. It would have made no difference. A draw would have been good enough. It's nice to get the win, and we just need to see this out now. Take your time, see it out, and we will take the 3 points, win the group, and go back home to Swansea and celebrate our victory. And although it won't last for long, because we do have work to do in the Premier League, we are currently only in 10th, and we need to put that right. We have 4 games coming up that we should be getting some points from. And I'm just going to say well done to the boys. What an effort this is. I mean, we are playing like twice, sometimes 3 times a week, and it is getting harder and harder for the boys to deal with this. And but we are into the knockout round, and this is the second knockout round we're going into as well for winning the group. And I'm not quite sure what that will be. But we have some games coming up. Crystal Palace, Sheffield United, Newcastle and Fulham. These are games that we should be winning. And if we can get 10 points, then we'll be looking good at Christmas time. And I'll come back probably for the Leicester game on January the 1st in the New Year's Day game. And we'll see where we are. We only have the Premier League to focus on now, and hopefully we will get some decent results over the next 4 games. And that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I do apologise for the video quality. I'm going to go sort that out, hopefully, and make sure that that doesn't happen again. But if you are new, then please subscribe, watch, like and comment. Help the channel to grow and help us to support the very worthwhile cause that you can see scrolling above. And that's it for this video, and all that remains to be said is we will see you at Leicester.